Someone else is getting warnings about me. The first page slides out of the printer with a dry, papery cough. I am not printing anything. My laptop is closed. The lab is half full. The usual late evening mix of exhausted students, energy drinks, and the constant soft clatter of keys. I walk over because my name is on the page in thick black text. 2. Lab monitor subject. Do not let Evan Mercer print again. My full name, not just Evan. Evan Mercer. My throat tightens. I peel the page away as the printer starts feeding another sheet, then another. The new one is worse. He will say it is an accident. He will say he did not send it. Do not listen. I turn the page over like there might be an explanation on the back. Another. The paper is warm, like it has been held. I look up at the lab monitor desk. The monitor is not there. The chair is empty. A laminated sign says the monitor returns at 10. It is 9:47. I stand in front of the printer like I can block it with my body. Another page slides out. If you see him reading this, it is already too late. My hands are shaking. I glance around, waiting for someone to laugh, to admit it is a prank. Nobody looks up. They all stare into their own screens, faces lit by cold light. I shove the pages into my backpack. The printer keeps going. I step behind it and look for the usual blinking cue screen. It shows a job name. Evan Mercer. My chest feels hollow. I tap the cancel button. The screen beeps, then flashes. Job cannot be canceled. The printer continues, steady as breathing. I yank the paper tray open, hoping to starve it. It feeds anyway. It should not be able to. It still pulls sheets, one after another, like the machine has its own hidden supply. A girl at the next station finally glances over, irritated. Can you not? She says, then turns back to her work. I carry the newest sheet away before it can land in the output tray, like I am catching something dangerous before it touches the air. This one is a transcript, time-stamped audio. It looks like notes from a speech recognition program. It is full of short phrases and gaps. Tap, 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 or tap, tap. Evan were Mercer. My skin prickles. The lab is full of those sounds. Keyboards, buttons, the printers, the ventilation. I listen harder and I swear the room shifts. The familiar noises arrange themselves, not into words exactly, but into something that feels like it wants to be understood. I shove the pages deeper into my bag and return to my station, trying to act normal. I open my laptop, more for cover than anything. The Canvas login screen sits there waiting. At the top right, the printer icon pops up by itself. Printing. I have not even signed in. My phone vibrates with a new email notification. It is from the Canvas print service. Your job has been released. Job name, Evan Mercer. Pages 27. I stare at the number as if looking away will make it change. A memory surfaces, sharp and unwanted. Earlier this afternoon, in the library, I am at the circulation desk. The line is long. I am late. I cannot find my student ID. I reach into my wallet and my fingers land on my library card. It is older than the rest, a stiff plastic card with my name embossed, but the photo is wrong. The photo is of me, but not quite. My face is thinner, eyes too flat, mouth held like I am trying not to smile. I do not remember getting it. I hand it to the student worker anyway because I need to check out a textbook for tomorrow. She swipes it, pauses, then swipes again. It works. She does not look confused. She stamps my due date, slides the book over, and calls next. I walk away with the book and the card, and the feeling that something small has been accepted that should have been rejected. Now, in the lab, my backpack feels heavier than paper should make it. The printer keeps producing sheets. People start to notice. A guy in a hoodie goes over, plucks one off the top, and frowns. Yo, Evan, he says, looking around. Which one of you is Evan? I do not answer. I keep my eyes on my screen, pretending the login is the most interesting thing in the world. He reads silently, then laughs once, uncertain. Dude, what is this? He says, then tosses the paper back like it is gross. I want to snatch it, but I cannot move. My body is doing that thing where it freezes to buy time, like time is something I can purchase with stillness. The lab's sound shifts again. A pattern forms, faint at first, like when you hear a song in the next room and cannot place it. Tap, 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 where tap. If I tilt my head, the rhythm feels like syllables. Evan Mercer. The hairs on my arms lift. I look around. Nobody else seems to hear it. They are annoyed, not afraid. The printer chokes out another page. It lands face up. Do not read them aloud. I swallow hard. A chair scrapes near me. The girl who complained earlier stands and walks to the printer. She picks up a page, eyes scanning. What the hell? She mutters. I push back from my desk too fast. My chair squeals. Head stern. Do not, I say, and my voice comes out too loud. She looks at me, eyebrows raised. Then not what? Do not read it out loud. Her eyes flick to the bold warning on the page. She smirks like I am being dramatic. It literally says not to, she says. So obviously, I should. My stomach drops. She clears her throat. To the person who thinks they are Evan Mercer, she begins. The lab sound snaps into alignment. The fans, the keys, the printer motor, the distant thud of a door somewhere, all of it threads together into one tight rope of rhythm. It presses against my ears. Her voice rides it. Stop, I say, but it is too late. She reads the next line. If you are hearing this, listen for the pattern. As she says pattern, the room seems to inhale. The sound becomes clearer, like a radio tuning. Tap, tap, tap. Where tap, it is not just my name anymore. It is a sentence trying to form. The girl frowns, suddenly less amused. This is creepy, she says, but she keeps reading because she does not know how to stop being the kind of person who pushes. Your card opens doors that are not doors. My hand goes to my wallet without thinking. The library card is there. The wrong photo looks back at me in the tiny glossy square. The girl reads on. It will work at the lab. It will work at the stacks. It will work where the air is thin. Thin air. Basement. Server room. Places with too much ventilation and not enough people. The lab sound pulses. It becomes a metronome. I step toward her, reaching for the paper. She jerks it away, annoyed. Relax, she says. It is just a prank. The printer spits another page and it lands on the floor, sliding to my feet. I glance down. The sound is the message my ears ring. I realize I am holding my breath. The girl reads another line. Voice slower now. When you hear your name inside the machines, it means it knows you are listening. At that exact moment, the printer changes pitch. The motor whine drops, then rises, modulating like a throat clearing. My name emerges from the noise, not imagined, not my brain making shapes from randomness. Ella is not a voice. It is the sum of mechanical sounds arranged into speech. The lab goes quiet in a different way. People stop typing. Heads lift. A few students glance around, confused, trying to locate the source of the word. The girl stiffens. Her eyes widen. She finally drops the page like it burns. Did you hear that? She whispers. The printer feeds another sheet as if answering. Mercer, a guy near the back laughs nervously. That is some speaker hidden in there, he says, but his voice shakes. I am staring at the printer screen again. The job name is still mine. The page count keeps climbing. Pages. 42. I should leave. I should grab my bag and walk out. But the lab door is behind the printer area, and the thought of passing close to it makes my skin crawl. My phone vibrates again. Another email. Your job has been released. Pages. 56. I open the message. There is an attachment. A PDF. My thumb hovers, then taps before I can stop myself. The PDF opens. It is a scan of a library card application form. Name, Evan Mercer. Date, not today, not this year, not even a day that makes sense, just a string of numbers. Under photo ID, verified. Under signature is scribble that looks like my handwriting if someone tried to do it while their hand was asleep. At the bottom is a barcode. My library card barcode. I close the file so fast my phone nearly slips from my fingers. The girl who reads the page is backing away from the printer. Her face is pale. I did not mean, she says. The lab sound shifts into a new pattern. Sharper, more insistent. It feels like something pressing its forehead against the inside of my skull. Tap, tap, tap. Where tap, tap a sentence begins to resolve. Bring it. Bring the card. My hands go numb. The library card feels hot in my wallet, like it is reacting. The printer produces a new page with heavy black text centered. Basement access granted. Nobody should have basement access. Students do not have basement access. The basement under the library holds old archives and network equipment and rooms that smell like dust and coolant. I look at the lab door. The card reader beside it blinks green, then red, then green again, like it cannot decide. The girl looks at me with accusation now. What did you do? She says. I cannot answer because the sound pattern is louder. It is everywhere. It comes from the ceiling vents, from the monitors, from the fluorescent lights. Even the silence between keystrokes has shape. Evan Mercer. Bring it. The lab monitor finally appears, pushing through the door with a paper cup of coffee, glancing at the printer mess. What is going on? He says. His eyes land on me like he already knows. I should lie. I should say I have no idea. But the pages in my bag feel like evidence that I cannot explain. The monitor walks to the printer, taps the screen, frowns at the job name. Evan Mercer, he says out loud. The sound pattern snaps tight, like a lock clicking. All the printers in the lab wake up at once. Not just the one. Every machine whirs, feeds, spits. Paper slides into trays like tongues. The lab erupts into startled shouts. Shares scrape. Someone swears. The monitor backs up. Coffee sloshing. What the hell? He says. The nearest printer outputs a single page and stops. The page flutters, then settles. It is meant for the monitor. LET him through the monitor, reads it, then looks at me. His expression changes from confusion to something like fear he is trying to swallow. Is this some kind of stunt? He asks. The card reader by the door beeps softly, a patient sound. I can feel the pull of that beep, like the room has a gravity point near the door. I stand, my legs unsteady. My backpack straps creak as I shoulder it. The loud noise drops away as if the machines are waiting. I step toward the door. The monitor does not stop me. Nobody does. They watch like I am walking toward a stage. At the card reader, I hesitate. My hand shakes as I pull the library card from my wallet. The wrong photo looks more like me now, or maybe my face is starting to match it. I hold the card near the reader. Before I even swipe, the reader chirps and the light turns green. The door clicks open. Cold air breathes out from the stairwell beyond, smelling like paper left in a damp box. Behind me, the printers begin again, but not with words. With a rhythm tap tap tap, word tap tap, bring it. Bring it. I step into the stairwell. The door swings shut behind me with a soft seal, cutting off the lab chatter. Down here, the sound is different. The building hum is louder. Ventilation. Pipes. A distant server fan. The pattern is already here, waiting in the infrastructure. As I descend, my phone lights up with one last email from the print service. Your job has been released. Pages. One I tap it. No attachment. Just a line of text. We have been printing you for a long time. The stairwell light above me flickers once, then again, slower, like blinking. From below, a printer starts up. There should not be a printer in the basement. The sound forms my name perfectly. Evan Mercer. And something down there answers with a second rhythm, offset from the first, like a reply. I grip the library card so hard the edge bites my thumb, and I keep walking into the dark where the paper smell gets stronger.